Welcome for the next video. The next one is GSM, that is the Global System for Mobile Communication. Here it will be consist of mainly three parts. The first one is mobile station, then afterwards base station subsystem, and the last one is mobile switching center. We'll see one by one. Coming for the first one, mobile station. Okay, here the mobile station is nothing but your mobile phone only, which will be having the SIM card, mobile phone, all are coming under the mobile station part. Okay, and this will be used for the identification. We are using some of the codes, some of the SIM numbers, all those things will be coming under the mobile station. Next, coming for the second one is base station subsystem. As we have seen, the base station subsystem will be includes BTS, that is a base transceiver station. Again, n number of BTS will be connected to base station controller. I can call it as simply base station. That means the BTS, n number of BTS will be connected to base station controller. The main function of this base station controller is to use different types of frequency bands for uplink and as well as for the downlink purpose. This BTS function is to connect n number of mobile station. Okay, and coming for the third part, that is the important third part. Here in this third part, the mobile switching center. Okay, here in this mobile switching center, it will be having n number of operations. Coming for the first one, equipment identity register. When you are buying a new SIM card, it will provide some identification codes. That is a manufacturing of the mobile phones. It will having some numbers. Example for this equipment identity register is IMEI. Your mobile phone will be having some IMEI codes, 15 digits codes. That is an example for the equipment identity register. Okay, this is used as a authentication purpose, security purpose, to identification of the mobile station. For that purpose, we are using this equipment identity register. Next, we'll go for the home location register. Okay, when you are buying a new SIM card, it will shows that that means you are giving all the details, your personal details for buying the new SIM card. That details will be storage, that is stored in this home location register. It is a permanent storage, home location register. It will having the, if I am considering one cellular area, that cellular area will be consist of all mobile station details. That is a permanent storage. The next one is VLR, visitor location register. It is a temporary storage. For example, if any unknown MS is entering in a particular area, that mobile station address will be stored in the VLR, that is a visitor location register, just like a temporary storage. Okay, and next one is authentication center. All the MS which are present in the particular area has to be authenticated, so that we can identify this MS is belong in one particular area, this is in another area. Likewise, that will be by using the authentication center. It will use some codes so that it will authenticate in that particular area. And all these EIR, HLR, VLR and AUC all are connected to mobile service switching station. Okay, they are all interconnected to this mobile service switching station. It will be used to communicate from one point to the another point. Okay, these are the GSM block diagrams. It will be consist of, the first one is mobile station, second one is base station subsystem, and last one is mobile switching center. Okay, that have been explained in the further notes. And coming for the last one, that is the cellular telephone unit. This is the last part of the fifth model, the cellular telephone unit. Here again it will be having different parts. The first one is your mobile station, second one is control unit, third logic unit, frequency synthesizer, transmitter, receiver and the antenna. Okay, coming for the first one is mobile station. All of you know the mobile station. The mobile station is nothing but the SIM card, which will be having SIM card and mobile phone. That is about your mobile station, which will freely roaming in one area to the another area. Okay, next coming for the control unit. Here example for the control unit is just like we are using speaker, microphone, all this dialing facility that will be controlled by the unit. It is having some of the controlling part. And last, third one is logic unit. Here the logical functions will be carried out. That is frequency bands, defining the frequency bands for uploading as well as downloading, that is uplink and downlink. And also it will having some of the processor to control the functions of the logic unit. Okay. And next one coming for the frequency synthesizer. It will give different types bands of frequencies for uplink and as well as for the downlink. The uplink frequency bands will be given for the transmitter. The downlink band will be given for the receiver. These two, transmitter and receiver, are connected for an antenna, because the antenna will transmit the signals as well as receive the signals. Okay, this is the explanation about the cellular telephone unit. Okay, the first one, MS, which will be having the SIM card, IMEI number, all those identification number. That is about your SIM card. Next one is control unit. The control unit will be to control the functions of speaker, microphone, as well as some of the memory that will be stored. Third one is a logic unit. The logic unit will be used as a controller part, which is having some of the microprocessor that will be controlling. The third one is frequency synthesizer. It will give some of the frequency bands for uplink and as well as downlink. The transmitter and receiver will be connected for antenna for incoming and outgoing calls. Okay, this is all about your fifth module explanation. That is about last part, communication system.